Hi, beautiful Gemini. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. I do apologize if they're doing some construction work out here, and if the camera is picking that up. It's a really good camera. If the microphone is picking that up, I do apologize. I think it's good though, hopefully. So I've been away for about 10,000 years, and I am now back for a brief moment. I feel like there's a lot of transformation going on in my life, in my energy field, in society, as a collective, as like there's just a lot of things happening right now. So I don't really know where this channel is gonna end up. But for right now, we're still here. We're doing your monthly read, and we're doing it for April. We're a few days into April when I'm recording this. We're going to start with an overall energy here, Gemini, and then go a little bit deeper and bring in the angels at the very end. What do we have for Gemini here, please, for the month of April? Are you kidding me? I don't think this has ever happened, ever. I know for a fact that, okay, I've done Aries, and I did Aries, I did it before the full moon. I put up the full moon video for Libra. Not for Libra, like the full moon in Libra, just yesterday. I think it was the day before I did the reading for Taurus, and the day before that I did a reading for Aries. And now your reading starts with the same foundational card. So Aries, Taurus, and Gemini all have the underlying energy of the Epiphany card, of the Phoenix rising. So talk about something going on collectively. There's a big rise of the collective. Like the collective is starting to find its power. It's starting to, I'm not going to make your reading into a collective reading. I'm just saying, because this is really amazing. And I mean, obviously there could be the situation that someone had their placements in all of these three, like Aries moon, Taurus rising, and Gemini sun, or something like that, or like a strong position in all of these signs in your chart, however this looks for you. But it's really fascinating that this is the third time I mean, obviously cards come up in several readings, but for the underlying core energy there to be the same one as Aries and Taurus, that's really mind-blowing. So this is all about finding your truth, finding your power, finding your voice, coming back from the ashes, rising again, finding your power to proceed with your life in the most authentic way. Maybe you've already undergone this huge transformation, or you're in it as we speak, or you're just about to enter into it. I don't think that anyone can escape this type of transformation, because as the energy gets higher and higher and starts to highlight certain things on our planet as the collective and also in our individual lives, it's almost like a huge flashlight or like a torch. It's like we're walking around like lighting this flashlight, or flashing this flashlight everywhere, and everywhere the light goes and everywhere the light shines, you know, everything is going to be lit up. So whatever that has been in the darkness, whatever has been laying dormant within inside of you, don't be surprised, or you might recognize it's all too well that no, I know things have come up to the surface. Things has really been in your face for a while, and just know that this too shall pass. This is a transformation. You're transcending this, okay? We're moving on. So let's go deeper into that message. What do we have here for beautiful Gemini, please? Going deeper for Gemini for April. We have the birds there that talks about freedom and a lot of messages. We have the butterflies that speaks about transformation. Having an epiphany, realizing something, see clearly in the situation that maybe wasn't so clear in the past. I love this. I love this. It's going from a 5 of Michael into a King of Gabriel. It's like is a complete shift of energy. Gemini, if you've been recently, or up until this point, like even your persona, I mean, I don't know if the persona is ever like this. It's like I'm saying something and I'm talking myself down. But it's like, if you've been the type of person who is maybe a little bit afraid of conflict, maybe a little bit afraid of speaking your mind, putting your foot down, 5 of Michael represents sweeping things under the rug. You might come across as Gemini is most often very extroverted. I'm not saying there's no introverted Geminis. Obviously there is. I would say that I'm a Leo, and I would say that I'm an introverted Leo. And you would often hear that Leos are never introverted. Like, that's just weird. But still I am. And so, of course, I just feel like for the Gemini party that I'm reading for you now, there's probably a lot of extroverts, or you probably are not seen as a person who is like easy to not speak your mind. Like we know this person is. They're really out and about. We know what their thoughts are on topics. We know that, you're not the quiet type. So when it comes to this, it probably is a little bit confusing for other people, because it's like, why don't you just speak you're always that outspoken. You're always, we know what you think, like you come up with so many ideas, and you have that's the Gemini. It's like 10 balls up in the air at the same time. But this has been a situation where there's something where you don't speak your mind, or you're trying to maybe walk on eggshells for someone, or you're trying to smooth it out. Maybe you're the mediator, like you're trying to get the best of the both parties, like to have them understand each other, or whatever this is. You have been the type of person that has been afraid of stirring things up in a particular situation, or maybe towards a particular person. So you have had it easier with sweeping things under the rug. And now it's like, no more of the sweeping. That is done. We're not gonna, it's like you had enough. Whatever has led that on, whether that is the flashlight that I'm talking about, that you can't really hide anything right now. You can't really hold anything back or push anything down. You're being very, very inspired to sort of let that out. That's a collective message as well. That you're now coming into your King of Gabriel, which is like, I can read this out. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. Genuine concern for others. This is a person who knows their confidence. They know their place on their throne. They don't question if they belong on the throne or not. They have a clear vision. And if there's anything, like if you're headed somewhere right now, Gemini, and this is sort of recently found, you know what I mean? It's like, if you've been a little bit afraid to face conflict or to speak your mind about something, and you have just recently stepped into this power, like you might have started with like, enough is enough, or like, I'm not taking any of this anymore. Like, I'm going to start to speak my mind, or I'm going to put my foot down. I'm going to start to set boundaries. Even though you decided that, and maybe there's people sort of almost forcing you into start to put boundaries down. It's sometimes easier said than done if it's really, really recent. Or if you don't even recognize this is what you're stepping into, that you're coming in more into your power, and that you don't second guess yourself anymore. That's all well and done. That's all well and good. But it's like, but then you're there and you're on the throne, and someone is up in your face, someone is up in your business, and it's like, maybe we can practice this a little bit before I get a full-blown person on the throne, So I just feel like there's a little bit of a practice run here going on, Gemini, that you're not like fully comfortable in this clothing just yet, because you've just stepped into putting your foot down. It might even be that you've surprised yourself, that maybe in the past, if you've been up against something or up against someone, or someone is saying everything all at once, Um, and you're like, I shouldn't say anything. Or you feel like those people, like you wish that you just had the right thing to say, but then you have the right thing to say, like when you 15 minutes later when you're out of the meeting, or 15 minutes later when you're out of the interaction with someone, it's like, I should have said that. That's what I should have said. Not to clam up or not, And then it's like, it's almost like you're surprising yourself coming into a situation where you just speak your mind for the first time. It's clever, it's smart, it's right back at you. It's like you're speaking your truth, you're putting your foot down, you're setting boundaries left and right, and you're like so proud of yourself, almost taking yourself off guard, like, who was that? Like someone entered in and overtook your body a little bit and just spoke your mind. And then you're here in this new place. You've sort of sniffed it out. You've come into a little bit more power and to speak your mind a little bit more and to have the truth be told a little bit more, but still it's new. So it's probably a little bit uncomfortable and you're somewhat shaky in this new position. Just keep your eye on the big picture. Keep your eye on the big picture and like know where you're going. Know what is your goal with whatever you're doing right now. What is your intention for this moment? And just keep yourself in that continuously in that integrity and keep your eye on the big picture. And you will be just fine. You're going to settle into this energy really, really easily, I feel. And going a little bit deeper still, what do we have for Gemini, please? Hold on. Tea moment. Okay. Gemini, going deeper still, what do we have for Gemini, please? For the month of, this is for the month of April. It's like you're reclaiming your power in the month of April. You're the phoenix rising, that you're making a transformation. Probably a lot of shifts come along with this. It might be like a shifting of relationships, shifting of like baking a big move. Baking a big move. Or making a big move. Changing careers. It just feels like there's a there's this type of change, it's usually comes along with the bigger outer changes as well. Going deeper still for them, police. Wow. New beginnings. Just said so. Told you so. And I'm going to read from the book. It's a full circle. You've come full circle, Gemini. Whatever you've done up until this point, like I said, there's a complete switch of the energy. I don't know why I'm feeling British. That's so weird. If there's someone who's British watching this video right now, there's an extra shout out to you. There's something about the British, or if you just made a joke and pretending or playing that you were British, or something with the English, not American, but British energy is like coming in here for some weird reason. I'm giving that to you because I don't really know what to do with that. There's a complete shift of the energies. We're going from not really standing up for yourself, not really sort of demanding what you need in your life. You can still be happy-go-lucky and you still sort of have a lot of things going on for you, and but that there's been that part of you that sort of doesn't speak your mind, and now you're shifting into this emperor, into this king that has found his throne, obviously for a woman or a man. This is the Phoenix rising. This is you coming back. This is reclaiming space. This is setting boundaries. And it's starting a new beginning. It's coming full circle. It's like you're leaving such a big part of yourself behind you, and now you're moving on. And that might even be like you're moving country, you're moving state. There's a change in the dynamic of your family situation. there's the switching in careers, like there's something like that, like you're moving on and leaving a big chunk of your life behind you. Coming full circle, it has come to an end. What you were supposed to learn and grow and teach from that previous thing has come to an end, and we are now in the new beginnings. Okay. Each and every journey begins with the all-important first step. When this card presents itself in your reading, it's confirming that it's time for you to take a brave leap of faith. But be prepared as you do so. This card represents that a great new adventure is awaiting you. It usually shows up when there is a significant inner change. Exactly. It's a significant inner change happening within you. I love that, how we just said, because there's probably things going on, like bigger things, like a move or a career change or a relationship breakup or meeting someone, or, that's happening on the outer planes, because there's such a big transformation on the inner planes. And here we have exactly that. It usually shows up when there's a significant inner change happening within you. By selecting this card, it's a sign that those important choices are needed and are about to be made and should be carefully pondered as you proceed with wisdom, thought, and care. Life is constantly trying to nudge and move you forward. At times it can be daunting when you're faced with a new adventure or direction. Therefore, it calls for inner belief and courage as you take the leap of faith and step into the unknown. During this time, don't be alarmed if you feel lost or even confused. Most people are afraid of change and play it safe by staying where they are. Know that through inner guidance, wisdom, and belief in yourself, and by tapping into these tools, you'll be propelled forward on a positive, life-changing path. I'm spitting with every word that I'm saying. It's so charming. Don't conform to what society or other individuals expect of you at this time. It's your own adventure. During this time, be like an innocent child with fresh eyes and give yourself permission to live, play, love, and above all, laugh. So you're going on this gorgeous, gorgeous journey. Wow. Let's see some final messages from the angels. What do you have for Gemini? Gemini's angels, what do you have for them, please? No. The angel of Gemini. Sounded like we needed messages for the angels. But we want messages from Gemini's angels to Gemini. What do you have for Gemini, please, for the month of April? For the month of April, what do we have? Okay, next time. There you go. That there's no need to worry. Let there be light. The fire is going to come back on. The electricity is going to come back on. Maybe someone's been without power, like there's been a power out. No need to worry. Whatever has been lost or whatever has been a little bit out of place for a brief moment, you don't have to worry. Things are going to settle down, settle in, and it's all going to work itself out. There's something about if someone is like in your business a little bit, if someone is whatever they're doing, it's like, don't respond. You don't have to worry. There's a lot of fire here. It's just a lot of fire, but nothing is happening. It just stays right there. If anything, it heats things up a little bit, but it's going to cool down. Don't react to it. Don't invest in it. Don't analyze it. Don't judge it. Don't do anything. Just, there's no need to worry here because it's going to settle down. Okay? That's what I have for you, beautiful Gemini. I hope you have a wonderful April. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.